Okay, Namaskar. Today we will start with Indian polity. I am Laxmikant, chapter 2nd, and that consists constitutional framework, basic structure, effort and judicials. First of all, we will discuss the making of Indian constitution from colonial root to fundamental pillars. This thing involves key concept. First, evolutionary legal framework, the influence of British colonial legislation on the drafting of Indian Constitution. Second is Constitutional Assembly, its hybrid nature, that is partly elected, partly nominated, and diverse representation. Third is Preamble, its significance as the ideological core and its legal status. Next is Fundamental Right, guarantees protecting individuals' liberties and ensuring equality. Next, Federalism, the balance of power between the Union and the state, and the unique Indian interpretation. Directive principle of state policy, DPSP, the aspirational goal for a welfare state. Next is judicial review, the power of court to interpret and uphold the constitution. Next is emergency provisions, mechanism for extraordinary governance. Next is parliamentary system, the structure of governance with a president and prime minister. Okay, this is the basic feature of Indian constitution. After that, we will starting with colonial legal legacies. The Indian constitution was not created in a vacuum. It's built upon a century of British legal framework. That is their charters and acts. Based on that, the early charters of the acts, while often serving colonial interest, these acts gradually introduced principles of legislature, councils, executive authority, and judicial structure. And it starts with the Charter Act of 1813. The primarily economic signaled a shift by ending the East India Company's trade monopoly, indirectly paving the way of great administrative oversight and eventually political restructuring. Next is the Government of India Act 1833 further consolidated power and created a more centralized administrative system. Next in order is coming the Charter Act of 1853. This act is considered a significant landmark as its separate legislature and executive functions. For the first time, it established Legislative Council for the Governor General, which though not a mini parliament, began to function as a district lawmaking body. This laid the institutional DNA for the future parliamentary structure in the India. After that, the most important thing, what happens, the aftermath of the 1857 revolts. The revolt promoted a realization within the British administrative that direct rule by force was unsustainable. This led to the Indian Council Act of 1861 and the subsequent Indian Council Act 1892, which gradually increased Indian association with governance, albeit with limited power. Next in order is coming the Government of India Act 1935. This act is considered a behemoth in the constitutional evolution of India. It proposed the All India Federation, outlining a division of power between the British Indian provinces and princely states. Crucially, a separated and legislative and executive function of the Governor General's Council, creating a district legislative assembly that was a precursor of modern parliament. This separate was a vital steps towards responsible government. Many features of the 1935 Act such as federal structure, the office of governor, and the framework of the judiciary were directly incorporated into the 1950 Constitution. Okay, we will take a break here. After that, we will start with the second chapter, that is called the Blueprint, the Constitutional Assembly from 1946 to 1949. Okay, thank you very much. If you like, please subscribe and like and reciprocate for about the article. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.